This video will show you how the application's interface settings and role model work. Open the App Web Portal in a browser tab and click on the Web Portal Settings button in the platform. The first tab with the settings includes the title, logo, and localization settings. You can choose from 6 languages. Let's change the localization to Spanish, for example. It will ensure that all automatically generated texts and captions on components appear in the selected language. Now let's add a logo. You'll need internal file storage for this. Upload a logo of the desired size from your computer. Copy the link to that logo and paste it into the appropriate field in the web portal settings. Great! Next, to understand how the menu works, let's add more pages. For example, a page called My Second Page. Leave the parameters field blank because we'll cover them in following videos. You can choose an icon for the page and add it to a group. Let's see how that works. Save the changes and check the app. You see a new page with the My Group subheading in the menu. Let's add one more page and call it My Third Page. Select an icon for it and add it to the same group. Now save the changes and check the app once again. And there you see another page belonging to the same subheading. Let's see how the page order works within the menu. To do that, change the value in the Order field. The lower the order value, the higher the page is in the menu. Note that the page with the minimum value will become the Start page. It's now the second page because we changed it, but it was the home page before. Let's add another group of pages to the home page and call it the Other group. Now there's a second subheading in the menu on the left. You can change the menu display layout to Desktop in the Web Portal settings in the Appearance tab. By default it'll be on the left, but you can change it to the top. This will make the groups look like drop-downs. If you remove a group from the page, the link to it will be displayed in the menu at the top. Just like here. You can also choose a color scheme for the app in the Appearance tab. Let's change the color scheme to Dark. Great! Let's switch back to the light color scheme because the logo looks better with that. Yes, now it looks perfect. You can also create custom color schemes where you set each color separately if you wish. You can choose different fonts for headings and text and set the border radius and font size in the Appearance tab. You'll see a preview of the text in the same menu below. Now, let's save the changes and check what's changed. By the way, you could also disable branding in the Appearance settings. This option is available for all paid plans. You can remove the bottom bar which says Made on Directual, but for now we'll keep it, because it sure looks better that way to us. Now it's time to cover the important stuff. Authentication. You can enable authentication in the Security tab. It will force users to log in to view pages. Now the authentication page is in Spanish. Let's switch back to English, as that's a bit more convenient. But look, new users can't register. If you want to allow new users to create accounts, you have to specify it in the security settings. Now you see an option to create a new account. Sometimes it's convenient to organize login or registration through external services and prohibit users from logging in by email and password. To do this, let's connect one of the plugins, a crypto wallet plugin called MetaMask. This will leave the possibility for new users to register and allow you to turn off login by email and password in the security settings. Now you can see there's just one button left: Sign in with MetaMask. If you want some pages to be accessible to unauthorized users, it must be specified explicitly. Overwrite the portal security settings and leave the option "Only available to authorized users" off. Now you're not logged in and can still see the home page. You can also make each page available only to authorized users with a role, or unauthorized users. Or you can simply hide certain pages from the main menu. As you see, the page is still accessible via the URL, but you can't see it in the menu. If you give back the ability to log in with a username and password in the portal settings, you can see that it's also possible to configure the login format. By default, it's email, but you can change it to phone number, and then users will be prompted to enter numbers or just a string. In this case, there won't be a format, and the login can be anything. It can be a first-level domain or a subdomain. And a code like JavaScript or HTML, which will be added to all the portal's pages. It could be Google Analytics, for example. Let's log into the portal using MetaMask. You can also log in through Google, Facebook, or just email. Now you're on the first page. Let's bring the home page back to the menu and toggle off the Hide from Main Menu setting. Now we see that my second page is highlighted. It's the home page. Let's switch to the home page and make the Start page accessible only to users who have the new user role. This page is no longer on the menu. We can't access it. If you just type the address, you'll see a message that this page is not available according to the role model. Go to the database and the App Users table. Edit the user you've just registered with MetaMask. Add a couple of roles, new user and admin, separated by a comma. And now this page is available both in the menu and for viewing. It's just blank for now. In addition to role access to pages, you can set up role access to individual tabs and sections. For example, let's take the second tab, which is called Markdown, and make it available only to authorized users with the admin role. Note that our user has two roles, including admin. He can see this tab. If you change the visibility of this tab to only for users with the moderator role, the tab will disappear. You see that the tabs disappeared completely because we had only one available. Let's move on to configuring the section. You can make it visible only to authorized or unauthorized users. As you're now logged in, you can't see the section that's only available to unauthorized users. But when you change the setting, you will see it. Let's make it available to users with the moderator role only. Let me remind you that our user doesn't have that, so it's gone again. This way, you can configure the visibility for content in a very flexible way. But don't forget that the main rules are configured in the API.